What is this cup? The Fatal Cup. 8 maps that you could train. Cup mode with Finalist and quite often in the later stages, I think. And the top 3, top 4, I don't know, win prize money. It's in the rules. Alright, we start with the first round. I think that it said 4 rounds per map or something, or 4 rounds on 4 maps, something like this. And the warm-up round before. And this makes the seeding now, I guess. Let's just try to play good. This is annoying, when you land here and you just can't get around before the hole. If I release now, then I can tell you that this next jump here is gonna be super difficult to get right. Okay, this worked still. To be alive. Ah, no Hugo in front. I would assume in every different area. Yeah, it hurts when I don't get it. Okay, I have an issue now. Sixth place still. A bit far right. I still make the important jumps. The save way here is, by the way, completely garbage. You see it now by driven by Lochek. We'll make up some positions again, I think, in the end. Yeah. 7th. You see how difficult this map is. So look, these boosters give him now way too much speed if he doesn't crash into the wall at that landing. This is already way too fast for jumping to this bottom road. But if he manages to land there and get the boosters, then he's completely over jumping everything in the end. So he would need to bonk a wall, but if he jumps too far and bonks the wall at the boosters, then he won't get enough speed anymore to get high. It's yeah, very easy to have a no finish. Wanna see if the admin writes something. But nope. I think Hayam was one one of the guys that said he can't play today, and then he changed it to, nah, wait, never mind, I can play. Also at the moment he looks very strong. It would be crazy if he wasn't there. I land that bad, then it's of course not that fast anymore. Still 5th place, still super close actually to 2nd place. 2nd place is only 3/10 ahead. Aye. Maybe I can do it like this. Beautiful landing. So the admin never wrote anything, so I can just do it. Like if he was against this, then he would have needed to write it now. The good thing is that it probably looked slower anyway, because I landed that bad. So he thinks, yeah, you can go for that, it's bad anyway, so yeah, just do it. Oh wait, we have one more round. Oh, I thought it's over. So now I really gained. Also for that start, that was an incredibly good run. Second place with that. Not far away from my PB either. I mean, this PB I can improve by miles. I can easily PB and match here, thanks to my PB being bad. We play my good maps here, also the bottom 4 maps of the campaign. It's like... I hate that water! Mann! Good that this is the warm-up. What is wrong with the locals, eh? Now make it into the finish at least. Hans. Yeah. It's nice to take something out of context and put it somewhere else. Do you know from the Formula 1 YouTube channel, they do these memes at the end of the season? Always like a meme video where they take the team radios from the drivers during the season and add that to some comic in a different sense than out of context, kinda. It's also nice. Yeah, for a moment I was first, and then I got a gear. Nee. Wait. Yeah, they do that every season, so there are multiple already. Why did I play a few non-cross-platform Cup of the Days? I played them parallel to the real Cup of the Day. It's not like that I played only that one and didn't play the full Cup of the Day. I played both. The thing is, there were barely any players and I could win just both. And the funny thing is that these wins that you got there, they counted to the total wins at that point, so I tried it. But these wins got deleted later again. Yeah, nowadays it makes no sense to play them. But I see that, especially in the PlayStation one, there are still people ending up having done a seeding time on them at least. It doesn't mean necessarily that they played the cup as well. But there was one cup where actually 4 players were playing a non-cross-platform cup. 4 players. They actually, 2 of them even played the knockout and they made a final against each other. Crazy, right? There was one non-cross-platform Cup of the Day, which was the real Cup of the Day, by the way. The servers were bugged there. And it put us, like, there was a real Cup of the Day, but it was played as the PC version Cup of the Day. So Scrappy didn't get the victory for it. He would have had one more in the total leaderboard. Ah! I won a round. Oh, I'm losing some points. No, you don't get. That's why it makes no sense to play them. if you play the PC version Cup of the Day, you get barely anything for it. So you get some bronze trophies, maximum. So no. That means Scrappy also got only these few trophies there in his victory. I'm not even sure in that Cup of the Day that I'm talking about if I was in the top 32 there. So if you count it out, maybe even helps. But I'm not sure. Yeah, the warm-up, no problem. Occasionally 48.04 by Hugo. What the fuck? No way. That means he gets his line consistent somewhat or what? Yeah, now such a bad winning time, such a bad second place. I had an exceptionally good start, by the way, in that last round. Ach, das. Oh, ein Morchel even. Scheiße. Look how bad we suddenly are high on Hugo and myself. Only Talnai, he's getting the 10, but he drives a really slow time. Like, I can easily beat that time. But he passes me soon. He was far behind, but he wins so much. I could easily win the whole seeding if I was getting through here. Na, nee. Gott, ey. Ja, and now... What the fuck, ey. I was never so inconsistent on this map. Never. I mean, I tried to save it, but I'm not aiming good in this jump. I'm aiming garbage. Yeah, funnily Telna is now not in the finish. I might pass him back. He did 3 thick rounds to overtake me, and now he loses the place again. And Hugo is not finishing at all. That means Hayo wins that seeding. Alright. So, I made it into the top 3. That gives me hope that there's a lot possible. I mean, I didn't even play good now in the end. So, people leave. Now we have to wait for the bracket to update, which is here. He's just doing it. What we can do in this time is playing some Wordles. Let's start with Mania Wordle. So the answer here is a Trackmania related word. Exclamation mark Wordles explains you how to do it. How the rules are. I always start with Nadio. So none of these 5 letters is in the final word. Then it is TMGLC. Nope, it's not. So we have a C and an L in the solution word, but they are not on the spot where I put them in TMGLC. So the L is not on 4th spot and the C is not in 5th spot, but both of these letters do exist. Yeah, but the O is not in the solution. Also it can be something like slick, but I know that slick is not a solution word in this Mania Wordle. Or Flick or something. Also L in second place is of course the most likely thing, because you have some possible words with that. You can of course start with CL, and I think I know what the word is. Also climb, yeah, is a word. It is not a solution word. I played this a few times and I think it doesn't have many solution words in this, like not many words as a possible solution. And the solution here, which is Trackmania related, is actually starting with CL, but then follows an U. And it's the plural clubs. Yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah, that seems like a very good idea. Interesting. It's not the solution. You can take the same letters and do worth, but the W is not in. But it might be something similar to that. North. Then north. Okay. What was that? So, what do we have here? Second round session. Start 14:30. We are already 6 minutes late. But where am I? Server 2. I'm gonna join. Yeah. What was the password? Wait a moment. Now I can't find a message where it was written. Where is that channel suddenly? It was there! I saw it earlier. It was definitely there. I'm pretty sure. I saw it. Ah, here. Okay. There was anyway a wrong password set for the server, so I couldn't have joined any earlier anyway. Now it's fixed. Thanks Hans. That was it. That I searched. We start. Alright. So it goes zack, zack, zack in this cup. No breaks. Just one match after the next. I mean, you see he planned 30 minutes for this first match, which is obviously impossible. I guess we play not the first 4 maps of the campaign, which are my worst maps, I guess. At least I think so. They were my worst maps. Of course I played them today again. Hard to say. I don't know how good the others will be on these maps. But they were of course played more by more players, and my positions in the campaign were then easily a bit worse than on the last maps where it partly felt super free to get good local records. That was a nice flip. He would have come over the triangle again. So we start. Regarding the fact that we are divided into 2 servers, the fact that I actually end up being only 7th out of 12 players with a clean run is interesting. So that really shows that this is not my best map. I didn't expect people to drive... that so many people drive not these times, I didn't expect that. This is a garbage landing, holy moly. Yeah, now there was nobody. Now there was no player. I should have driven these 2 rounds in the other order. So it was probably just that first lap. The best Cup of the Day player in Malta is Mufat. TM. In Malta. I thought he was Turkey. This was bad, but I get up to 2nd. Interesting. Oh, you cannot finish further outside than that. Almost lost another position there. And okay, 40.3 was 2nd now. This is literally beatable, but I got such a bad landing again. I had no speed afterwards. By the way, I think that the admin used a very weird way of combining the two, how he did the two servers, how he basically made the seeding. Because I'm now in a match with the first place, and I was the... no, wait, he wasn't first, he was second. No, okay, then it's normal. He was only second, of course. Yeah, okay, then no matter. But Nayko... Like, if I would think that now the second and third play, fourth and fifth in the other server, then we should have 6 and 7. Was Nayko 6 in the end? Yeah, he dropped positions, right? At the last round. Telnai, Hayom, they are on the other server. Yeah, I think that Nayko actually dropped the 6th and that's why we have him here. Yeah, Hugo is on another level. And usually when I play such cups, there are then always that many players on his level driving as you have prize money spots. But this time it is only one player, but prize money is for top 3 or top 4. And also quite a bit prize money, not just a little bit. I have to look it up later again. Of course it's not free. I mean, we have Hayom, we have Talnai. But that's different players than in other cups like these, where you have then people on Hugo's level as the opponents that you need to beat. Ah, Varus been safe as well. You have always 3-point gaps here, and then up from 6th to 7th place, just a 1-point gap suddenly. Like no 2-point gaps, just from 3 points to 1 point. Okay. alternative lines in this round. And I'm still 4th. Shows already how difficult that is. 3rd now. Lol. Also shows that you don't need to take the risky finish. I'm creating a gap to everyone behind me. And Nayko, who got 16 points on 4th place with a 109, he was far behind as well already. Not last, but had already some gap to me, so... I'm manifesting a top 4 position. I'm equal now with Varus. Last round it was Nayko ahead, now it's Varus ahead, and Nayko crashing. Nayko again with good points. Got a bug there. Finally, I got such a good water exit for once. What did he do in the end? Only half a second ahead of me. I went safe finish and I won 6/10. I really wonder how. As if he went there. He choked the wood. Uh-huh. Really wondered, like, must have been the wood turn. It's so weird. how I can win basically this amount of time on him. Okay, I knew that this map is still up to come. It's not gonna be an easy one for me. So this is actually camera 3 start for me. Well, this was also an edge that I didn't see. I will gain a lot of places now. Ah, okay, I bottled this. Okay. Almost third, man. And it was against Varus as well. Would be nice if I was not getting fourth only in this match, because then I might get stronger opponents in the next match. How am I fourth? Compared to last round, this is so much better, I would say. I'm not unhappy with this time. Nayko seems good on this track. So it's not so close, man. Varus and me were equal again, and Nayko's 1 point behind us. The others, Zeko, Ki, Veko, they all lost now multiple more points, so top 4 is kinda safe. My car on the right side. Oh, new first local record by Redemption with the 5508. Good round for me. almost driving PB here. And there's still no chance against Hugo. But that he is the big favorite. I mean, he had world record on almost every track. So it was obvious that he is the big favorite to win it. But behind him, everything is possible. Yo. Very good run. I'm only 3/10 behind my PB. Let's see how good that is then in the live rounds. Why is he getting 5th local? It's so random. Ah, of course I lost the position. I drew 58-9 in the warm-up. This would have been easily first now. Joel Jr. wins the round, okay. Redemption again taking over first local. It's so weird. Some get first place, but others that finish also late don't get first place. Nayko second. With a 1 or 2. Alright, we played already 2 rounds here. And I have a good lead to 3rd place. If I survive the next rounds relatively clean, or one of them, the other I don't even need to finish, then in that case, then I have the 2nd place. I'm surprised that I'm only 4th place here, because when I drove this map, when I hunted it, I was always after the ice far in front of the world record, so I got the impression that I got this part really strong, really fast. And now I got it also decent and I'm only 4th. In rounds. On the server. I got Nayko. 0.89 for Hugo and also for me. Exactly 2 seconds. So it's a battle between Nayko and Varus. Nayko seems better on this map. We are back on this 1 point difference. Like as long as you always finish in the top positions, it's always 3 point differences. So this 1 point off between them didn't change since then. Also they had probably 1 or 2 rounds that were not in these top positions. And that decided that they cannot equal. As long as they finish far up. Nice. Joel Jr. is good on this map. GG. Similar to the Canyon Cup. Who wins the last round wins the match, right? So I'm gonna go onto the toilet. I'm back. Alright. So he's already doing this. There's a placement match. Match for eliminated players at the second round. That are not many. And then come the quarterfinals. At 15 o'clock. Actually, I didn't need to leave the server. Quarterfinal 2, server 2 at 15 o'clock. It is already 15:12. And then there are the 2 other quarterfinal servers right after. So I can basically join back already. I play against Flo, Alpha and Key. We have Hayom and Nayko with Dampoleto and Veko. This is already interesting with Dampoleto. We have Telnai with Varus, Zeko and Mash. And then we have Puppy Poo with Dark, Joel Jr. and Idoles. We play a cup mode with point limit 100, 4 rounds per map. We need one more player. I forgot who it is. Aua. Und der Turbo Guy? Are all of us even here? Ah yeah, Flo. Okay, Flo was the fourth one. Okay. Alright. We will go live with our quarterfinal. And we start with a map that didn't go that well. When we played it earlier. So cup mode with finalists now. So you need to win a round in the end when you got the 100 points. (10-6-4-3). Okay. I don't really like this point system, but in this case it could help me. We will see. Nice. Good start. Wow, I'm almost getting alpha. Wait, what is this? Do we still have the points? Yes. Mania can be so surprising. How do I have such a bad position? It is a very clean run. Not the start I wanted. Ah, nee. Okay. I thought that the second place driver was actually losing time towards the last checkpoint, so I thought that I could get him, but the first place was now a surprise. Whew. We really start with all the maps that didn't go that well. Like on this map I was pace-wise also seemingly slow in the first two matches. And we don't really have the time between the matches to train the maps and get better on them. But this was my weak map, and this other map that we just drove is theoretically a good map for me, but also didn't go that well in rounds earlier. I didn't get a gear. What the fuck? I never had that issue. That's new. Okay, one of them fucked up, but I need first places, of course. It is such a close match now. Who is first gets the least amount of points, who was last gets the most amount of points. Fuck it, ey. To inside. And again, no 10 pointer. The thing is with this point system, you kinda, as if you want to create a gap before finalist mode, then you have to win rounds. Second places, and they are just, no, the point system is just too bad for second places. It would work out if it's always the same other guy that wins, you know? It's always one guy winning, you get always second, then you create a gap to the other two. Not that fast, but you create something. Nice. From third to first. Ah, now I missed the last turn. Could have been second. Yeah, we go next map. And hopefully this next map is better for me. Man. Also we had of course one more map which was completely bad. And it was this one. We play also my third bad map. Like I had so good matches beforehand, but we only played the really bad maps. No. I mean better in this match than next match. In the semi-final I really had a high chance to die with that. Here I still have a chance. I mean this should go better than in the previous match. It should get more points. But yeah, let's see. Because in theory, I'm very fast on this, but yeah, it is difficult. And I don't overtake anyone. It's getting close again because Alpha was in last. He needs the 10 points. But yeah, my warm-up time of course would have won. And now I got like this bug slide where the nose goes up. And then I had no chance to save that anymore. Yes. They are consistent with this ending. Man, why are they consistent? I mean, At the moment it is good if Key is the one that wins rounds if I'm not. Yes! I got the finish 4 times in the first try. And Key in second, that's good. Because the other two are losing a lot of points here. It's not even sure if Alpha will finish. He needs to get it first try as well. Has this pressure now. Ah, he will. He was of course a bit slower, so it was a tiny bit easier. Okay, I have no idea why my car was not water bouncing there. But it is actually not slow, it is good if it does this. Weird. Damn, I would have been second. I risked the last drift and I got the drift really good. Then I risked the wall bounce as well. Mann, was ist das? It is so random, I was so good on this track. But this is not my mistake, like why is the car doing that? Why is it just driving in the water now? And the first round was also just slow because my car slowed down so much at this water. I thought I could win on this map, you know. Okay. Incredible, eh? And I'm the first finalist. Key didn't make it. And then we get this map. Wow. Now, this is not the map I want to see as a finalist. But yeah, literally, this is the typical thing. I had that quite often lately. And that was never a good sign when I was winning the round to get into finalist mode. Yeah, I won the round to get into finalist status. That was my chance. What a garbage map that is. And that's so bad that Flo won as well, because he will be finalist as well. Okay, yeah, let's focus. This is so hard to control, man. Yeah, what is this now? He denied, of course, now. Thanks God. Whew. Fuck. I almost fucked it up in the end. My God, ey. Today. That was something. That was the typical match to go out, to be honest. This is exactly how a match has to go to knock me out. This thing, when you feel like with the results from the matches before, you are the favorite, you are in theory the best player, but this point system of course still needs you to get 10 pointers. I actually got 10 pointers. In the end I got actually quite some. But the thing is that everyone got 10 pointers. Also, there was never a huge gap. You Pro Love Shop, thanks for the Prime sub. there was never really a big gap. And the fact also, I couldn't create a big gap and win multiple rounds in a row because we didn't really play the good maps for me. Also, just looking at the previous 2 matches, how did I do against others? We can definitely say that map 1, wait, also they are in a different order here. I meant that map 1, I was in the second match only like on 6th or 7th place or something in many rounds out of 12 players. So I was missing a little bit pace here, or consistent fast pace. So that was not too great. Map, what was it? The one with the big bug slides. This one, I guess. Yeah. This map, map 4, with that identity ending was really shit. Now it worked, luckily, because otherwise I would be point-wise even behind them. And that's a little bit annoying. This map here, map 5, is actually a good map for me. But it didn't work at all. I had one lucky win even. And apart from that win, it was very bad as well. And the win itself was also a bad round. Somehow this map didn't work at all. Yeah, we had them all in one match now. And then we come with this freewheel map in the end. A good map for me was in theory map 2. But there my first 2 laps were completely thrown away because of this water part. Also what is this? Usually I jump onto the water, the car makes a water bounce, and then I steer. What happened now is I waited basically for the car to touch the water, and then I wanted to start steering. But my car didn't bounce, it was just driving, it was just going into the water and driving, and then my left steer, of course, puts me then a lot to the left. And immediately after that left steer, you lose the grip already again and you jump off. How, ne? Also the fact that I even saved it in the last lap is crazy, but this went so bad. And on this map, I went here with 79 points. I counted, okay, I need 21 points. And then I have one finalist attempt on this track. And that would have been it. That was basically my chance. But after the first 2 rounds, this was not possible anymore. And then I still get into finalist by winning. And then from all of the remaining maps that we could get, it's the freewheel one. This was really, really dangerous. This was the typical way to go out. Also, like first finalist round, I could have won. I basically, out of the 3 or 4 what was on my car, suddenly comes the 1, and then exactly in this tight section, and I couldn't get it. Like, I think I had a lot of speed, and this turn, like, I just don't really get around. Yeah, very tough, very tough. Interesting that or a good thing that I got 2 good rounds in a row in the end, also 2 surviving rounds. And Flo also struggled with keeping it the calm. I almost failed the last jumps because I knew I only have to make it to the finish and I win. You know how suddenly difficult these jumps get when you know you only have to jump into the correct spot and then you win. I almost threw it away. Oh my god, ey. This is so nerve-wracking. But yeah, semi-final we come. So now, I guess there will be the other quarterfinal matches, so we have a bit of time. And I will open up the next Wordle. But I show that very soon. One moment. There it is. So we have to figure out where we are. The first question is which continent. But I have already an idea which continent that might be. Oh, I might maybe leave this. Ah, yeah, left the server. Good. But after the question with the continent comes the question with the country. Okay, seems to be a tourist attraction. I'm not sure if we see much more in this video that would help us further, so let's click on Asia. Also, my guess is China, but what else do we have? Japan, Singapore, and South Korea. It's funny, we have exactly those trees in Trackmania. Wo ist der Tunnel? Yeah, I'm also not that convinced with China, to be honest. If you look at these people, then however they look more Chinese than Japanese. If you can see a difference between. Wouldn't you also say that the people look more Chinese? You can of course not see them nicely. Naja, we won't see any more clues here. I don't think that it's Singapore because we went up a hill. And I don't think that Singapore has big hills. And South Korea. Of course not impossible, but I doubt so far. I mean, they are doing a lot of photos. That is typical Japanese, right? I'm not sure if Chinese people also do that, but you have this cliche of tourists from Japan. Yeah, then whatever. I tried Japan first, and then China. But I think that the people that felt more Chinese to me. Okay, Japan. So, what is it? Is it the Garden of Fine Arts Kyoto? Oh wow, we get actually 4 good answers here. Also good. Sometimes this is bugged here, but this is actually 4 interesting things. Also, Garden of Fine Arts Kyoto. Is this Sano Art Museum in Osaka? Is this the Miho Museum in Koka? Or is this the Sapporo Beer Museum? Why do we have 3 museums and one that sounds like there are trees? Like we have, like why would this be a museum? A Garden of Fine Arts sounds very, very likely, in my opinion. Especially if the other 3 options are just museums that are buildings for me. So I go for the garden. And it's wrong. Okay. What do we take? Also, it's definitely not a beer museum. And I also don't think that it would be in Sapporo, because Sapporo is in north. Now the question is, does anyone know what Sano art is? Otherwise, I guess it's the Miho. Maybe Miho is Blüten, also the German word Blüten, which is, what is it in English? Maybe that's Miho in Japanese. I don't know where Coca is. Never heard that, but this is my second guess. Yo. Nah, then we'll have a look where this is actually. Upsala. There it is. Miro Museum. Okay. So, let's do more Wordles. The Myrtle. RIP. So, in that moment when we use 10 different wrong letters, we're out. Then we lost. So, nothing of R, O, A, T, and E is in this word. So it must be an U or an I. I can reuse these letters as much as I want. I can also put them multiple times into the word. That's all fine. Those will not lose more. Okay, I have to use new, also I will use the I now. And a few like very likely. How about shirt? No, that's, yeah, this is when you play this and you get this, then you have no chance. Yeah, rate is a safe guess, but you will never get close to the answer. From here on I cannot do any risk anymore, so we have the U, that is obvious. I will try the U with the L. And I would like a word with 2 U's. But I'm not sure if that works now. Okay, but I don't... Also Luxus is the one that I think of, but then I have the X and that's not working. But then let's do a word with a double L. But does that work? I don't know if that's a word, but I would try this. It's a word. Wow, okay, style. So we have the U in the correct spot, that means there will be no second U. We also have an L, so I didn't lose any life. So that means that the L is most likely in the second place. And then some letter in front of the L, which can be multiple letters. It could be the B. Quickly check here the... Yeah. Tayom and Nayko made it. Eco, Fabian. Also it could be the B, it could be the F, it could be the G, it could be the C. Exactly what Veko, this is what I want to try now. Because fluff is absolutely not risky. He will definitely stay in. I don't know if you could create a word with a U here and a Y in last. while having still the L in second place, also I don't know, gloopy or something, if there's something existing, but I start with fluff. That would also explain why it is so difficult to find letters here. F is not in the word. So now it is pure luck. So you say clump as an example. That is an interesting word. Clubs again. Yeah, S is not in. Yeah, I will take what... there are multiple options, obviously. There are multiple options. If it is plug, also if there is a C in the word, it would be unfortunate because at every stage I was thinking about doing a word with a C. And yeah, didn't use it yet though. Could of course be that, but I like to go with what was the first written thing in the chat, which is clump. It is luck anyway. Like if you have these letters, it is difficult to win this. Because I start with road and there are very likely chance that one of these letters at least is in. And then I went for the S and the I and they are also not in. Also it's really, it can easily get really bad. Clung. At least it's a word that nobody mentioned. Yeah, very difficult. Very luck-based in this case. If you get letters early on, then it's not luck-based, not that much, then you can actually work it out a little bit. Yeah, if you already have a letter, then you can search for words where you use this letter multiple times to find out on which position it is and so on, but as long as you don't have a letter, you cannot really strategize. So, Wordles. We do the Nerdle, which is the mathematical equation thingy. You have to use an equals to. I always start with this. Oh! Okay. Well, we are already there. So what could it be? We either have 4 minus something plus 9 is something here. So what could it be? It needs to be, of course, if it would be that, 4 minus, then it needs to be a small number. 4 minus 1 plus 9 would be 12, that would work out. 4 minus 2 plus 9 is 11, also that would work. We can't do 4 minus 3 and 4 minus 4 also wouldn't work. So, and then there's the other option where we end up on 14, where we add 9 in order to get 14, so we have to be on 5. So we would subtract 2 numbers from each other to end up on 5, which could be 7 and 2, for example. 7 minus 2 plus 9 is 14. I want to test this out. Also we can't go for 8 minus 3. It would still work. Ah no, wouldn't. Yeah. Also it is of course luck based now as well. If it is the solution right there or not. Just try. Okay. We have one other possibility, which is 6 minus 1. Upsala. Actually, it could also be 5 minus 0. Also... Na, okay, we got it. So, where were we? Here. We go on with the Traveler. Yeah. So we want to go from South Africa to Somaliland. And we want to go there in as least as possible, like we want to cross the least amount of countries possible. It's not an official country, no. And we have to walk by feet. So we go along the east coast, which means that we start with Mozambique, followed by Tanzania, followed by Kenya, followed by Somalia. There we go. The perfect and shortest way. Sometimes the shortest way, also the least amount of countries, is not, it is actually going a bit outside around if you have big countries. Also this year could, in some cases, always be good to go over DRC. Yeah. Next up, how about the global? Somehow this bugs. Whenever I open it for the first time, this Earth is not appearing. You would not survive that war. Do you know that there is a guy that tried to... I actually didn't follow him since 2 or 3 months. That tried to walk or run from South Africa up to Algeria, Tunisia, something, over the whole west coast. There's a guy that was doing that. I saw a video where it stopped. I don't know if he was continuing since then already again. He got robbed and he lost his passports and then he couldn't go into the next country. That was his issue. That was why the running was stopped. So, the global. We search a country. I'd start always with Afghanistan. And the country we search is 1090 kilometers away from Afghanistan. And what matters here is the shortest distance between 2 points of the 2 countries. 1000 is not a lot. We don't know the direction. Could be any direction. It is not a normal difference. As I am not used to see a 1000 number here. So the question is what could possibly be correct here. But there I'm also a bit clueless. I mean, we know that we are close. But we have, for example, Kazakhstan. Is this 1000 to Kazakhstan? Of course, we have some bordering countries. Yeah, also here we have Pakistan. Here we have Iran. Then we got here Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. They are all closer than 1000 because they are bordering as well. And we got also Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan. They are too close. So now we have in this direction Kazakhstan, in this direction Mongolia maybe. But I would think that Mongolia is maybe a bit further away. So in this direction we could have, Nepal is too close I guess, but maybe Bhutan is an option. Maybe. Sri Lanka should be too far away. India is of course too close. Then in this direction here, it could be Yemen. Because Oman is too close. Saudi Arabia is, I believe, too close. Saudi Arabia could be, maybe. Yeah, Saudi Arabia could be. I would think that Qatar and Bahrain are too close and UAE anyway. And then in this direction here, I could see that all of these, also Azerbaijan could just work out and Iraq could also work out. Maybe Kuwait as well. Also we have a bunch of options and I need to decide for direction now. I will decide for the direction where we have the biggest amount of countries around, which is here. Like this whole way of countries. So I will try Kuwait. This will help us a lot. So we are in the correct direction. And the country we search is 335 away from Kuwait. Now the thing is that Kuwait is super close to Iraq, is super close to Saudi Arabia, so those two are not the solutions. And 335, that sounds to me like it must be to the south, actually. It must be then maybe even Qatar. Because everything in the north, Iran is here, then we have here Iraq as well, and this is more than 335. And to the south, I would say, those are very close here, so I would not take Bahrain. If I would take something, then Qatar, and UAE is too far to the east, so it would be too close to Afghanistan for the 1000. So I guess that Qatar is the call here. And it's not. It is 45 kilometers away from Qatar. Okay. But now I'm not sure. Bahrain and Qatar are so close. Is it really? Naja, but what else should it be? I mean, Qatar is also close to UAE. But I don't think that UAE would be the solution. I don't think so. I would think that UAE is too close to Afghanistan for the 1000. So I try Bahrain. But I'm really not sure because Bahrain feels super close to Qatar. Also this feels like it should be less than 45. Naja, we will get it definitely in 2, but Bahrain. Correct. Alright. Alright. Do we have one more interesting one? Yeah, kinda interesting is always this one. Okay. I actually searched for then the other one. Global. This is what I meant. No, not Globler. It's not what I meant. This is what I just wrote. Country. Where was the other one? I might be blind right now. Wordle. Mann. So, also which country that is obvious. But there will be more questions then that are interesting. We have some bonus rounds. First of all, we have to say all the neighboring countries, or the one neighboring country. It was a bit confusing because of this and this, but okay. That is then obvious. Wow, I never had that it's just one neighboring country and it's full green here. I never had that in this game, lol. So, the capital city of Portugal. The flag. Can have a look at all these what flags do we have here? Actually, I don't know all of them. Also this is Spain, this is France, this is Morocco, and this is the solution Portugal. So now one of these will be, also this is Andorra here. So one of them is gonna be Gibraltar. I know country flags, but Gibraltar is okay, Guernsey and Jersey are here. Yeah, I wondered what are the other two and which one is even Gibraltar? Was Gibraltar this one? Top right is Guernsey. Aha. Bottom left is Gibraltar, you think. Okay. Oh, Gibraltar is the key. Okay. Naja, then let's take this. Oh wait, it was actually written. Oh, I didn't know that they write it down. So, now it's interesting. How many people live in Portugal? Ah, one match is over. Actually, that was close. No? For Dark against Joel. It is like Portugal 8 to 12. Must be 8 to 12. Yeah. Which currency do they use? I would say Euro. And the 4 cities with the most inhabitants in Portugal, we have to put them into the correct order. Obviously, Lisbon and Porto. And then I would just go with football clubs because I know Praga more than Coimbra. So now you can tell me if that is as kudos was the previous. Oh, interesting. Now you can tell me if that is the correct order. Yeah, then we just try this. Yay! Play the final round. The most difficult for me. What is the area size by Portugal? I have to, like, it would be interesting just to remember that with Germany, just to have a comparison, yeah? Because I basically only could know Germany. Germany has 357,000. Now if you see Portugal, which is of course smaller, I guess with because we see them here, but they are of course not really making that big difference. Just landmass, yeah. Yeah, how often could you fit Portugal into Germany? I would say it's either B or C. I'm leaning a bit towards C, but chat says B. So we can try B. Chat is correct. It is exactly in the middle. Okay, completely flawless. I'm not sure if I ever had that. Interesting it is if you get some smaller countries here. Or some islands. Then it gets funny. Okay, so we still missed this one. We also see already the semi-final servers. And what I don't like to see is the fact that I have to play against Hugo. And we already know Nayko. And then from this quarterfinal, we will most likely get the first place driver. And that is most likely Talnai. Ah, he's just entering it in. Oh, Varus! Okay. So it's not Talnai, it's Varus. I would have said if it's Talnai and Nayko, then it's quite tough, I would say. With Talnai and Nayko. Then it would be difficult. Because like Hugo should be safe through, and then it's like the battle for second there. I guess they are still driving. It's just Varus is through already. In before it's Mush. Mush TM. Knocking Telnoy out. Yeah. I should drive myself a bit warm. Can I watch on Turbo stream?
Because I still need to eat something. Only got breakfast for today, so I'm not sure. Like, it depends.
This is exactly what I did now. As you noticed.
Maybe I'm gonna stream it. I'm not that sure about it.
I have one bit of bread. That's all that I eat now.
Maybe. But yeah, this is the last map, and this had a very, very hectic ending. So, good luck to the players. This is it. This is the triple final situation.
Oh, okay.
Between Seko, Mush, and Telnai. Telnai, for me, the clear favorite in this match. Facing elimination.
But he has, of course, a big pressure now, Telnai.
Seko, not a good start. That is not a good start. Mush.
Yeah, nice. They tried a different map. I didn't even get to this
Mush
map.
Cup, random Mush of the week, or however that's called. In the lead, but clipping there. So Mush will be... Oh my god, what is happening here? Mush all of a sudden now back in the mix because he has more speed than
You see how much pressure that is.
Oh no. This could be the mud calling for one of them, but Telnai still in the lead. Now the wall.
Telnai will also think, oh god, I fucked it up so much and I'm first.
Telnai got it quite okay, I would say. But the ending is still there to be decided. One jump is in there.
He can go safe finish with his lead, so
to get.
So in theory it is safe for Telnai.
Telnai is in the lead, all eyes on him. He goes safe ending, and Telnai will make it into the semis, knocking out Mush and Seko.
Semi-final 2 it is. What was the password, guys? Let's try. Ah! Lucky. Gonna put some water on my face, maybe I'm more awake then. Alright. The world record holder on this map, for example, is Piranha, and he just doesn't play the cup. You always wonder, I saw that with him quite often already, that he had some records, but he didn't play. How my car is landing down the right side of the screen. Okay, I guess we start now, any moment. Yeah, what I can say about this. In round 2, there were 4 players far in front of all the other players on the server. And I said in round 2 that my aim is to get actually a second place here. My aim is to get the second place in order to get the a better seeding basically for the quarterfinal. And I managed to beat Nayko and Varus there, but it was literally us 4. It was Hugo far in front, it was me, then in the end in second place, actually with some good gap over Varus and Nayko. So I was behind them for a long time and it was a tough battle back and forth. In the end I had a bit of a lead to them, but we3 basically battled it out. Nayko, Varus and myself. And now exactly the same 4 players happen to be here again. How did that happen? 2 of us got first places and in the quarterfinal, and 2 of us got only second places. And that's the reason. And there we go. No, that is surprising. What is this round? What? Also luckily Hugo won, because he's the big favorite anyway. I don't want the others to get 10 pointers. You saw how the round looked like in a triple finalist mode on this map. And you saw what I drove now. And this fucking last. This is more how I expected it. And again, us three are divided by one single point. Happens so often in that other match as well. It is, for me, difficult to understand how Hugo is able to drive these times so consistent on this map. I'm losing currently a lot of time in that bug slide into the sausage. That is a very tough section anyway. But yeah, as long as Hugo is in the match, it doesn't really matter what we drive here. The point gaps will be small. When Hugo is gone, when he's out of the match, then it matters. the last 3 rounds, they looked all the same. And Hugo is consistently driving a bit faster than my PB every round. Like, if you see now these last 3 rounds, then you must think like, what the heck happened in that first round, where I was last? Crazy. Alright. But in the end, decent. But I only have a 4 points gap to Nayko. Because without 10 pointers, you will not get away from them. Okay, that is like earlier, no? You remember round 2 match? I drove in the warm-up 58.9 and didn't do that again. Or was it in the round 3 match? I don't know. Now I also drove a decent warm-up, but only 3rd. That would have been interesting. Yeah, and now all my lead to Nayko is gone. Because he gets a 10 pointer. So basically, whenever Hugo makes a mistake, exactly then you need to be there and take over the win. But this is completely luck based. Because I've beaten Nayko 3 times and he beat me 2 times so far. But Hugo crashed in one of the rounds that he won. Well, you must have had a good ending, Nayko. Hello, Pratzi boy. important. Just take those points. I was clipping a little bit. Yeah, that was bad now. Ach no. Oh, thank you. Nayko made a mistake in the end and Hugo still won the round. Annoying is that I could have won the round as well, but I'm at least happy that Nayko didn't win it. But this was now again a bit typical, yeah? I'm beating Nayko 2 times and 2 times Hugo is in front of me. And now that I crashed away, obviously in exactly this one round, there is Nayko in front. At least he didn't get a 10-pointer. But the time that Hugo drove was slow, and I was faster in other rounds. I could have won that round here. But I crashed in the wrong round. Unlucky. But this is the luck that you need. Like, this is a typical like cup mode 1v1v1v1 match. I had multiple of those already in certain cups, where you have one dominating player, and it makes the game so random. It doesn't matter at all how we play now, what we play now. And one annoying thing to me is that we actually play my good maps now. So that's of course on one hand good, but it means that my worst maps will come when we are finalist. And on my good maps, where I beat Nayko and Varus the most of the time, I cannot get 10 pointers because Hugo is still there. So that is quite a bit annoying now, that on my better maps, Hugo is still there, and when he's then at some point gone and no opponent anymore, then we will play the maps where I might not beat Nayko and Varus most of the times. And yeah, basically only the ending matters when Hugo is gone, because then someone can get 10 pointers and create 6 points gap to whoever is third and 4 points on second. So it will definitely be a finalist battle towards the end, or at least close to. And you cannot really avoid that too much. Unless in that moment when Hugo is gone you win every round, then you can of course still create some gap. But yeah, such matches are always a bit annoying because it's not necessarily the better player in the fight for second place that comes through. It's just as long as Hugo is still in the mix, there will be no big point gaps between the other three. Because the point system is just working like that. Yeah, if you get third or fourth, for example, it just doesn't matter. This is 1 point difference. It doesn't matter. Okay, there seems to be an exceptionally good map for Nayko, I thought. Oh, it was Varus ahead of me. And I sniped him. That was important. But yeah, also Varus. He's losing most of the battles now, but if he wins the battles against us, once Hugo is gone, then he quickly overtakes us. So, like, we play a lot better than Varus so far in this match, but it doesn't matter too much. Like, Varus doesn't need to perform now if he performs later. If you can choose between when you want to perform in this match, then you definitely want to perform once Hugo's gone. Ah, I saw that coming. I kinda saw it coming that I'm now second behind Nayko. And you see, he overtakes me now. But if you just look at the 1v1 battle between Nayko and myself, just this 1v1 battle, I tell you I won 2 or 3 rounds more than he beats me. And still he's leading now, and that's only because he won the rounds when Hugo crashed. Even though there was a higher chance of me winning those rounds, because I was more often ahead of him, you know? This is a bad start now. But somehow I'm not last. Nayko's behind me. Second even. Ah, rip, I lost my gear there. Yeah, no, actually Nayko overtook me. Hugo almost failed it. Nayko's only 2 times behind him in the finish. Oh my god. Yeah, but this was definitely more like a Nayko map. Also, he's good on this. He played, before this match started, he also drove a PB here, I think. Also, can be happy that this is gone. It's a decent map for me, but not against Nayko. I think in the other semi-final I would do well on this track. It's just a guess. But I know that Nayko is just good on this. Okay, this is now another probably decent map for me. So what we will get as finalist? Again the freewheel map? Who won the 24-hour race in Trackmania where you can switch drivers was a question earlier. Yeah, my team won that the last edition. Which had Scrappy, Mime, Lars, Affy. And whoever I forgot, Alcon. Okay. Let's go. So Hugo is soon in the finalist. Of course. Mano. Such a good round. I thought all the time, car, don't oversteer, don't oversteer, don't oversteer. Yeah. Oh god, that land bug. It would have been important to also win the other round against Nayko, because that was an 8-point round. Either I win 4 points on him or he wins 4 points on me. That was an 8-point round if I beat him there or not. That was a bit annoying, but at least I won the other 2 rounds now, so at least something. So on this map Hugo will come through then. So you saw how shit this map went in the previous match, and exactly now when Hugo will go through, we will play this now against Nayko and Varus. But well, I underperformed heavily in that match, so in theory I should be also good on this track. In theory. But I tell you what comes up when we reach final status. It's either, again, this freewheel map, or, what is also not nice, the map with the identity in the end. And in the last match I got the identity in all 4 rounds, but when you're finalist and you approach that section, how do you want to survive this? Literally. How do you want to survive that? But yeah, maybe I'm also wrong, maybe we don't have all maps in the map pack, we will see. Oh my god, 1000. Hugo is away. And Nayko shows that he's good on this track. Oh, it couldn't have been any closer, this ending. Important. Now I will be definitely finalist. And then we have the map switch. I go finalist, we have the map switch. You know what is annoying? When you get finalist, you switch the map and then you have to... and then it's a bad map for you, and you know we have to try 4 rounds on that map. Also within 4 rounds, Nayko is finalist as well, and Varus even can get close. Yeah, so I kinda have to win on the next map. And if that's now a shit map for me, that's always annoying. Like, it is nicer if you get finalist on a map, have there your chances, and then you switch the map, and then you have also chances on the other map. But switching finalists and then switching the map, also coming finalist and then switching the map, and you know it's 4 rounds on it, so yeah, that's really tough. Alright, Nayko guy at 113. As I said, the gaps won't be huge. If I had won that 1 round against him, this 8-point round that how I called it, then I would have been already finalist now, and he wouldn't. Okay, it's neither of the 2 weird maps. It is this map instead. I can live with this. Like, I'd rather play this, even though it's not the greatest map for me. I'd rather play this track than the identity map or the freewheel map. It's definitely like this better here. At least at the moment, I would say so. Might change if I drive like this. So I didn't really look very fast on it. But the others were also not really extremely fast. So I don't know. Nayko drove a 39.7. That would be difficult to beat. Rip, ey. And Nayko gets the win that he needed, and it was so close. Varus, 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 Varus. Yes! You're my hero! Damn it. I drove a good time. If I drive this in the other rounds, I win. And now it was not enough. Yeah, in the end probably it was the wrong map. Maybe on these weird maps then the others also choke. 39-8 would have easily won in the second round, would have easily won in the first round as well. But in the second round, for example, where I needed Varus' help, it was the start that denied me. It was just the start. My like this air brake there a bit, and I had a super bad landing. And then it was already over. Like I couldn't get their times anymore after that start. And then I needed Varus to deny, but I was out of the round basically after 3 seconds, and it was not really my mistake. That was quite annoying. On the first round, it was only a 42, also a 40.2 winning time. That was very doable. On the first round, I don't know where I lost the time. I guess it is the bobsleigh exit, which was always weird. In the last round now, for example, I definitely had a good speed after the bobsleigh. I had a really good landing. Yeah, quite annoying. Because I think that I played better than Nayko overall. But he is, of course, still close. So nothing I could do there. What is my position? 69. Okay. Nice. Nicer than 101st, I can tell you.